Well, I remember one of the stories you're telling me about that you heard from the CEO of Sony that sounded like a pretty cool story. Do you remember that? I'm just curious if you could share some of that with us.
Wow, that's a yeah, I forgot I told you about that, but that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
So that actually was my business school graduation. And I don't remember a lot about business school. I remember I was an engineer who took a bunch of classes and met some people and decided to make a career change. So we get to graduation, and it was, I guess it was in May, and it happened to be really, really hot. We're in a stadium and sweating, and the acoustics were terrible. And the guest speaker uh, was, I think his name is Akido Morita. Uh, he used to have a American Express commercial with his
Right.
name at the
Yeah,
bottom,
exactly.
and he was the chairman and CEO of Sony. And and he gave this 20-minute talk, and honestly, I and the rest of the people there couldn't hear most of the words. It was just hot, poor acoustics, mumbling. But he kept saying this phrase. I got going. And it was hard. I don't want to. It wasn't because of his accent. It was just the acoustics. And what he was saying, I finally figured it out, was act like an owner. And he kept repeating it. Act
Mm.
like an owner. And that was his mantra. And that was my takeaway from 2 years of graduate school was forget about whether you go into consulting or finance or sales or, whatever personal product. They didn't really have the internet then per se. Um, Act like an owner, right? In whatever you do, whether you're an accountant, whether you're in sales, at some point you have to make a decision uh, in how you behave and what you do. And I've stolen that piece of advice,
Yeah.
and I've shared it with my kids and my students, and it's really what matters.